Up for Vive into the Hartford zone. Vive sends it off his skate. Housley shooting deflected, and Zadorkovic makes the save. Now it's back into the corner. Burt is there. Ruutu. Burt goes down to the ice. Puck is underneath him. Ruutu trying to get it free. Samuelsson comes in, and he hits one of the Sabres, Snuggerud. And finally, the play is whistled down. There will be a face-off in the Hartford zone.
Here's some opportunities for Buffalo, and here's a weird opportunity for you to look at right there. The puck not only is deflected, it changes directions on 2 occasions. One of the Sabres really takes a hammering in the front of the net. That might have been Dave Snuggerud, but he's been taking a hammering all season long.
Housley at center, working it off the boards into the Hartford zone. Then he took a check and was knocked down. Now Housley goes
boy, that's the way to hit him.
He decides he's not going to take that. Housley will go to the penalty box.
Well, it's highly unusual to see Phil Housley retaliate from a hit, but Krieger really nailed him along the far boards. Housley steps right up to him and gives him a little taste of his own medicine. Looks good on him. Should do more of it.
Babbage behind the net. Hull quickly gives it to Tippett. Babbage in over the blue line along with Hull. The drive. Puppa makes the save. The rebound. Back it goes to Ladisher. They score!
Unassisted. The time 12:03.
We've got McGuire now, Dean Evison. That didn't take long.
Well, it's almost a mismatch, but it's like McGuire just kind of held on to him. He really wasn't all that involved in the fight, or he wanted to be involved with it. So he let him off the hook.
Now to come back, Donnelly's there. 8 seconds left in the period. The puck comes over the line. McGuire took a shot from Samuelsson right at the Hartford bench. That's it. The period is over. McGuire didn't like it, and he's got Samuelsson draped all over the boards right at the Hartford bench area. I don't think anything's going to develop. The linesmen are in there along with the referee. Now Dineen. Puck will come to center. Cunnyworth gets in over the Buffalo blue line, trying to get in front with a shot. He scores! Cunnyworth! What a play by Randy Cunnyworth to put the Whalers into a 2-0 lead. Housley giving it to Andrechuk. Andrechuk, side of the net now to Vive. Back it comes to Housley. Here's Bodger shooting. Deflected. They score! Babbage brings it in over the Buffalo blue line with a long shot. He scores! Babbage! Puppa lost it off his glove. It went in behind Puppa, and the Whalers have taken a 3-1 lead.
And Puppa is looking at his glove right now. Do you remember in the first period when the puck got snagged up in there and he couldn't release it? Maybe there is a problem with the glove. There's no way in the world you let a shot like that go in. And I'm going to tell you something else. That puck might have went wide of the net. I don't know if it was even going in the net. It wasn't deflected. But once he caught the puck, the deflection put it right back on course to the open net. There's a drive. Sure, that was probably going wide. Once it hit his glove and he caught it, it just sprung right through.
Now the puck, Snuggerud tried to get to it. It'll come back. Dean Kennedy works it in off the corner board. Snuggerud. Snuggerud is knocked down. Round to the come Kennedy on the play. Bumps into Cunnyworth. Gets it back to Donnelly. Well, we've got a battle going in front of the net. Here's Snuggerud.
First fight I've ever seen him get into.
Snuggerud taking some shots there from, I don't know, is it Adam Burt?
Might be Burt. No, it's Samuelsson. Well, Snuggerud tied up pretty good and got the right arm free, and case closed.
Here's the look at Tom Martin now. This is quite a surprise. January 1983, in the Western Hockey League rights traded with cash by Seattle Breakers to Victoria Cougars for a used team bus and a player to be named later.
It was an old school bus at best. Makes you feel good, you know. It makes you feel like your self-worth goes sky high. Your dignity is there. Oh, here we go again. Turgeon's tied up in Edmonton. Oh, look at all powerful. Oh, I'm going to tell you, it looked like Pierre was going to come back there at one moment, and then he just kept on firing the right and firing the right. Finally came through and caught him a couple on the side of the head, and down went Turgeon.
You're watching Sabres hockey in the Niagara Frontier Sports Network.
Now watch right here. Watch Turgeon go down. Watch his head. You can see Evanson has the elbow right in the back of his head, and he just grinds his forehead into the ice. That ice is not only slippery, it's like concrete.
Here's a drive there, and that was deflected. It hit someone in front of that. Now Arneal and Shaw, they get tied up. Now Foligno steps in. And Rotu was knocked down by Shaw. Now Arneal gets tangled up.
Arneal has the mitts off. He has them on, but dropped the stick right away. There's Sidorkovich really leveled Foligno. Now here we go.
Wow. Foligno and Young.
There's going to be a haymaker someplace in there. Foligno found it. He reached down to his ankles and threw that one.
Now Ladouceur is tied up with...
Look at his face, Ted. I'm going to tell you, he really nailed him with a haymaker. Caught him right over the eyebrow. You couldn't take a bigger windup. He drove him down to the ice so hard you wouldn't find him with the hockey news.
And Young is going to... Now Arneal in the corner.
They're going to be stitching Young up for a month and a half. I mean, Foligno really caught him smack dab. There's Foligno right there with some of Young's blood on him. And they're clinched together. And now I wouldn't be surprised if Foligno's left hand, something seriously wrong with it. They're going to have to check him out.
Ladouceur and Arneal. Arneal coming around with the right.
Mike Foligno might have thrown a haymaker, but I'll tell you, there's something wrong with his hand. It's like hitting a cement wall.
Now Foligno is at the bench and he's being looked at by Jim Pizzatelli, and he may have to go to the dressing room.
I don't like the looks of this at all. Now watch the action in front here. This is what really gets it going. Right there. Sidorkovich started this whole thing. At that point, it's kind of a so-so situation, and then everybody lit up after Sidorkovich drove. Now here's Foligno. Watch the left hand. Well, you're not going to see it, but...
Housley steps into the line. He'll go to the corner. Parker's in front of the net. Right behind the net. Housley still with it. Sends it to the far side to Ledger. The shot. He scores! Here's the pass up to McGuire at center. He'll bring it back into the Hartford zone. McGuire. Now it comes to the side of the net. Recovered by Francis. Hartman goes after him. He put Cunnyworth down to the ice. But back to Kennedy. Now Kennedy slides it through to Ramsey. Offside call at the Hartford blue line. Here's the announcement on the goal.
20, Mike Hartman. Assist number 3, Grant Ledyard, and number 6, Phil Housley. Hartman from Ledyard and Housley. The time 13:05.
Now Cunnyworth trying to get a piece of Hartman. Oh, this is unbelievable. There's McGuire going after Cunnyworth.
Well, Randy was looking for someone and he found him. And he's got him down right now, but McGuire's up on his feet. See if he can get free.
Whoa, look at those rights.
He's got the right.
Oh, the uppercut.
That's called the old over and under trick. Over and under, over and under. Hartford can be a very physical hockey club, by the way. They have a lot of tough cookies. You tend not to think of Hartford that way, but maybe that's one of the major reasons they're winning so much on the road is that they can play that style. A lot of teams kind of fall to the wayside when they have to go on the road. They're a lot tougher at home, but...
Well, now the linesman, Hasseltine and Gauthier are there trying to separate the two, and they eventually do. Cunnyworth is furious at McGuire. Parker really leveled Cunnyworth with a hard hit right here.
You see Parker came in. It was a clean hit. He stood right up and whacked him down to the ice. And after that, Kennyworth came back, loaded for bear.
Now to the blue line to Shaw. In it comes to Dineen. Verbeek's in front of the net. Shaw to the far side for Babbage. A long drive deflected.
We got a goal. What? We got a goal. The referee was right on top of it. He didn't miss it. The light went on. I think Ramsey might have scooped it out of the net, Ted, real quick.
Well, it appears the Whalers have scored a power play goal.
Let's watch it. Darren Pupa looks like he made the initial save right here. All right, now where's the puck? Somebody tapped it. No, it went in. Ramsey went back and pulled it out.
Puts it onto the stick of Jody Hull. Back to Martin, into the Buffalo zone. Lets the shot go. Pupa doing the splits, makes the save. Ramsey on. Is he hammered in behind? Into the corner. I'm telling you, they're going to pick up a few injuries in this game here tonight. Ramsey was just hammered into the corner boards, and he is down.
Well, it was Tom Martin that got him, and looks like he's down and out right now. He's feeling a little better right now, but watch this right here. Here's where you see that elbow come up and catches him right on the side of the head. And down goes Ramsey. He might have caught his head along the glass also. Here's a good shot of it right here. See it come up, catch him on the side of the jaw, and that was the impact that dropped him down to the ice. Probably knocked him right out in his feet. But the good side of the story for Buffalo is Ramsey's up in his feet, and also Martin picks up 5 minutes for elbowing. Now, he's a warhorse. You're looking at a warhorse right now, and the players love this guy. Hartford doing a big job right now.
Here's Krieger. He's got a breakaway. Everson in on goal. Look at the save. He scores. Krieger. A short-handed goal for the Whalers. They take a 5-2 lead. Now recovered by Andrechuk along the blue line. Andrechuk now for Bodger, back to Andrechuk, shooting on Sidorkovic, was right there to make the save, and Five gets tied up with Samuelson. Five came back with the right hand into the face of Samuelson. Sanders lead it by 5-2 with 10:59 remaining, and the referee Denny Morrell apparently indicating penalties. I don't know whether Five and Samuelson will go to the penalty box.
What I don't understand here, there's no penalty to Samuelson, okay? And all of a sudden, Five comes back, hits him in the face. All right, now watch this, all right? At this point, the referee didn't have his hand up for a penalty. All right, nothing against Samuelson. Then finally, Five pokes him in the mouth. The arm goes up. He calls two against Five. It also includes Samuelson.
Francis behind the net. Recovered by Hull into the corner. Gets it back for Francis. Now for Beek. Cross check by Ledgerd. Ledgerd's going to go to the penalty box. Now Ledgerd and Verbeek, and here they go. I mean, this is a long night, Mike.
Yeah.
And now the Buffalo Sabres are back at full strength, and the Whalers go 1 for 5 in the power play. Cunninghworth into the Buffalo zone to pass in front. They score! A great deflection there by Kastelik. In by Pupa, and it's a 6-2 score for Hartford. Here comes Housley. Giving it to Andrechuk. Andrechuk trying to get in on goal to get that shot away. Left it for Boncher. Now for Housley. Housley with the pass in front. The drive. He scores! Andrechuk. Now the puck comes into the Hartford zone. Parker had it knocked off his stick. Recovered by Kennedy. Fires it off the glass into the Hartford zone. Hartman waiting for it. Oh, did he give Samuelson an elbow? The referee didn't say it. Here's Parker. Parker sends it to the side of the net. Hold. Trying to work it in front to Sidorkovic.
Now, that's what you call an elbow. What's amazing is that he wasn't called. He came up. He must have caught him across the mask, because I'll guarantee you, if that would have hit Samuelson in the mug, he'd still be down on the ice. You bet it caught him right in the mask. He's taking his cheap shots all night also, so Hartman just coming back and feeding him a little bit of what he's been handing out. Players have a way of evening things up before a game's over or before a season's over. It might not be in this game or the next game, but they kind of keep it in mind and they wait for the right time. And in this case, they didn't wait for the right time. They just got it back, straighten things out tonight. Here it is right here. Now watch Hartman. I mean, right up and in the mug. You know, he caught him, actually. I don't think it did hit him in the... I'll tell you, the protector, it caught him right in the jaw.
The Sabres go on the road for 2 games into Winnipeg Tuesday and then Wednesday. Then they're back home. They play the same Hartford Whalers this coming Friday night. Now, here they go.
That's Martin this time with Hartman. This will turn into a wrestling match. Actually, it doesn't look like much, but that guy gets him in the good enough headlock. It's a little difficult to breathe.
Well, I can see why most of the fans have decided to leave the building with their team down by 6-3.
Well, the second round will be next Friday night when Hartford is back at the auditorium. Then Buffalo, I believe, they have 1 game in Hartford. That's in March. First or second week in March. So I can't remember these 2 teams going at it.
Well, here's Hartford.
Like
he's trying to get at a couple of the players on the Hartford bench.
Okay, he's pretty well lost it at this point. Who's that number 22 that stepped in? Gave Hartman. Now Hogue has to go with Kastelik.
Oh, wow, this game is getting out of hand. It's just ridiculous. Look at them go. Now they're all paired off. Here's Hogue and Kastelik.
Play Kastelik. It's just huge, and Hogue is dancing with him pretty good.
Now
they're all reaching in.
Watch it taken out.
Watch the benches. Watch the benches. One guy starts creeping over that bench, you're going to see both sides unload in a big hurry. Parker's tied up with Joel Quenneville. They're off to one side. No damage there. Snuggerud tied up Verbeek. They're both pretty well out of it.
Now Kennedy's in there
with Cunnyworth.
Kastelik, he's got 123 minutes in penalties.
Evanson has Ruutu pretty well in a stranglehold right now over by the Buffalo bench. You can see just kind of tightening up that sweater a little bit.
Now Parker and Quenneville.
Well, Quenneville's smart, holding on to Parker's right hand. Doesn't have to worry about a haymaker then.
You know, you're going into this game tonight, Mike, you never would have thought that these 2 teams would erupt like this. And
I don't think they ever have, as long as I can remember.
No.
You know, they played some tough games, but it's getting near the end of the season. It's like a boxer before a fight. You can't talk to him the day before the fight. He's ready to slap everyone that gets near him. The players sometimes, they get the same way. They get very sensitive, touchy. You can't talk to them. You look at them the wrong way, they bark back at you. They get on edge. It's getting near playoff time.
Stepped away, recovered by Sergeant, shooting. Sidorkovich makes the save, and he lost the puck under the... Here's Housley. Housley trying to get in on goal, right in behind the net. Worked it to the goal crease. Here's Andrechuk shooting. He scores! 28 shots for the Buffalo Sabres and 27 for the Hartford Whalers.